What is a fetish? I don't really think I should tell you, but it's basically a strange attraction to something kind of fucked. But what am I going to do with such a subjective topic? I'll rank them in a very totally objective top 10 video. Number 10, farting. According to my deep research, girls farting, well obviously girls don't fart, but when they do, this is where boys become real men, utilizing their combined sense of hearing, smell, and taste to savor the rare occurrence of a woman farting. What I'm trying to say is the fact that this fetish is more common in men. Who would have thought? And it's actually existed for a surprising while. Here's your video from 2012, for example.
Yo, what up? It's Lex Luthor, and about 2 years ago I made a video about having really bad gas when I was pregnant, and I did title it as farts are sexy for marketing purposes to get lots of views, and hey, it seems to be working. So thank you, you weird fart fetish people.
And yes, you can actually taste a fart. I would normally advise you to try it yourself since you probably don't believe me, but I will not. I'll spare you the trauma. Speaking of trauma, number 9, urolagnia. So what is this urolagnia? It's piss. Have you ever pissed yourself and got turned on by it? Have you ever seen someone piss themselves and you got turned on by it? Have you ever peed on someone? Number 8, formicophilia. Insects over body. Like honestly, from what I've researched, anything goes as long as it involves insects and as long as you come in contact with the insect. One extra fun note is the fact that someone actually figured out a way to insert an insect up their urethra. There's the penis hole.
There's a safe way to insert earthworms into the urethra. I put my penis in ice cold water. Worms enjoy cold places. They'll be more likely to go in.
Okay, no. Number 7. Yeah, you probably already heard about this one. 2 girls, 1 cup. Does that ring a bell? If you wanted a more sophisticated word for this really big brain fetish, I guess you could call it scatophilia. In a sense, it's kind of similar to the other fetishes that I mentioned before. You either get turned on by someone doing it, that is taking a fat dumpy either that, or you just get turned on by the smell, or you just like the taste of it and get turned on by it that way. But in comparison to the fart fetish, it is considerably easier to taste the rather than a fart, which they try to do, the fart people, I think. Number 6, armpits. Kind of strange, maybe not. Maybe you like it. You're very cool. Now, it may be quite easy to guess the things you can do to an armpit. I mean, you could look at it, you could touch it, you could maybe lick it and rub something on it, I don't know. You find armpits really sexy, and whether you want it shaved or not is personal choice. I think you would call this freedom in America. Too much freedom can come with its drawbacks though. Number 6 with extra dip. I can't count apparently. That's not a fetish. The fetish is mucophilia. You may have heard of it before. No, you have not. This fetish is all about eating the snot. Okay, maybe not exclusively eating the snot, but you like the look of it, you like to touch it, and what comes out goes back into your mouth. Does it really get worse than this? Maybe. Number 5, vor. When people have a vor fetish, they tend to fantasize and experience sexual arousal from the thought of either being eaten, eating someone else, or simply observing a person being eaten. While this might sound like cannibalism, it's only in fantasy for the most part. Vor can be portrayed in many ways, but it's most common in the form of art, fictitious recreations of their fantasies either on a canvas, digital or not, or through animation.
There are 2 types of vor fetish. Soft vor, which is usually the person is being eaten as a whole and swallowed and digested in the stomach, and gore or hard vor, which is the person is being cut into pieces, chewed, ripped off, and it consists of very gruesome images with lots of blood. If you are into things like that, I recommend an anime called Attack on Titan.
Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck? You got something to say for yourselves, Attack on Titan fans? Yeah, okay, well, whatever. So how are you feeling so far after having experienced all of these fetishes? Maybe you have an urge to puke?
Number 4, puking is hot. People think it's hot. Similar to the piss and shit that I mentioned before, puke is hot, I like it during sex, puke on me all over me, baby, cover me in whites. Oh yes, that really enhances my intercourse. And if you don't like the puke, you can just put it back. By eating it, which is also hot. But it's not good for your teeth, so don't try it. Number 3, have you ever lost a limb? That's not the name of the fetish, but that is tragic. And it's only about to get worse from here. People will like you for having lost that limb, and that's probably not a good thing considering they're probably not okay. Presumably and personally speaking, of course, dating someone who wants to see you limbless, don't think I would trust that guy. But the next guy is a bit worse. He kind of wants you dead, and not in the psychotic killer way, but in a sexual way. This fetish is necrophilia. There are a couple ways you can enjoy a dead body. Looking at it is a thing you could do. You could smell it, you can touch it even, and you could also call the police or sexual intercourse. We have now reached number 1, and if you like animals, well, that's illegal. So instead of f***ing animals, you could probably go f*** yourself. And number 0 is feet. I guess. Yeah, really cool. Thanks for watching.